morning, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Efe West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time on this channel, you are highly welcome. This is the place where I separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about the topic that is trending currently on the internet, and this is pertaining to the person called Billy Carson. Yes, that fraudulent criminal that is calling himself a very intelligent person. This is the one that we call Billy Carson, or rather he calls himself Billy Carson, and is the owner of the Forbidden Knowledge channel. Apparently, this Billy Carson have just been exposed by some juvenile Christian boys, and they exposed everything they know about Billy Carson as a fraud. And today I'm going to be analyzing this interview that he did with a juvenile Christian white boy called West Off. This guy is supposedly an historian on Christian history, Christianity that we know is a fakery. Bill Carson did not even know Christianity was even a fakery, and he went into a debate with a Christian historian, and he was battered, bruised, and exposed. Today I'm going to be talking about this person called Billy Carson. I have done a previous video about him before, warning people about Billy Carson. This is a guy that came out some few years ago and started talking trash, especially about Africa. He's a black man, and he did so many damaging reports and videos about African origin, African spirituality, and African people. In fact, of all the people that have been bashing African spirituality, Billy Carson is the most notorious. This is the man that is telling everybody that ancient Egypt was built by aliens, that it was not African people that built ancient Egypt. This is one of his sins that he did. And he was also the one that was telling people that Samaria was the precursor of ancient Egypt, that life did not start in Africa, that life started in Samaria, in Babylon. This is another error that he was spreading, taking the glory of the origin of civilization from Africa, taking it to the Middle East. He did that one. The other thing that he did again was that he said that our African deities are demonic, that Amen-Ra, which everybody know is the intelligence behind the sun, the most supreme deity of African people, Amen, the one that we pray to, the one that is the life giver, the supreme being. He said that Amen is the most evil deity in the world, that Amen is the most dangerous and most wicked, vile deity, that nobody should mention that name and nobody should pray to Amen-Ra. Billy Carson was the one that came up with this philosophy and these lies, and he was the one that was spreading it all over the internet. This is how I came to notice him. I discovered Billy Carson due to the spewing of these lies, and I knew right from time that this guy, he didn't have his facts straight, and he was saying so many rubbish, claiming he has alien technology. He knows aliens, that he have encountered aliens, and aliens coming to the earth. Aliens are giving him inspiration about the real origin. He was talking about this Enuma Elish book of kings from Samaria, talking about Sumerian history that nobody can verify, only him can verify, calling himself a genius, and somebody that is well vested, that started reading and analyzing ancient documents when he was 3 years, and he went to Harvard, he went to MIT, he knows it all, and people should listen to him. So this man have been spewing this garbage all along on the internet, causing problems, and we that are African historians, we know the facts about African history. We know why the Caucasians do not allow African history to be taught in Africa. We know the dates and times. We know the date that the Arabs came to ancient Egypt. We know where Christianity was started. We know when Africans went into Europe to civilize Europe. We have our histories straight with accurate facts and details. And this is what we talk about, and this is what I teach people on this channel daily. So Bill Carson does not talk about all this. Apparently, he knows nothing about this. And when he has been saying these lies, spewing his lies on the internet, he has been given like a very big platform. He has like over 2 million subscribers in his YouTube channel, and he has about 3 YouTube channels. Can you imagine? On YouTube alone, Billy Carson has about 3 YouTube channels. Forbidden Knowledge 1, Forbidden Knowledge 2. Is being funded by the Western scholars. These are people that are trying to hide the knowledge of ancient Egypt. They were using Billy Carson when he was saying that life started in Samaria. They were inviting him to all the talk shows all over the world. White people were asking him questions, pretending like they are children, like Bill Carson knows it all, giving him credibility, giving him money to go around the world, go to podcast after podcast, interviews after interview, repeating these lies that aliens built Egypt as a black man, that Africans have no business with ancient Egypt, that Africans are dumb-ass people that cannot do anything by themselves, that all ancient civilizations from the ancient Egyptians to the Mayas, the Aztecs, they were all built by aliens. He's trying to give evidence of aliens coming to Earth. All this trash he was spewing. The white people supported him. They did not say anything. They did not expose him. They know that he didn't attend MIT. He did not attend Harvard. He only took just one course, a free course for a year. And he's talking like as if he has a degree from MIT and Harvard. And all the white people, they kept quiet. All the Christians, they kept quiet. When he was talking trash about Africa every day on his podcast, they kept quiet. Nobody said anything. And they know that those facts are not straight. But Bill Carson immediately he starts talking about Christianity, starts talking the same nonsense he has been saying about African spirituality. Immediately he starts talking nonsense about Christianity without even getting the facts straight. Telling them about a fake story of Jesus. We knew in African spirituality that Jesus never existed. Nobody can prove it, and nobody can prove any existence of anybody in that Bible. We know that the whole Bible is a book of fiction from beginning to ending. The only truth there is this little truth that was plagiarized from ancient Egyptian spirituality. We know all these things because we read and we study. Bill Carson does not read the kind of books that we read. So I would wonder, where is this guy getting information from? Even when I did that my last video about him, I said it that Bill Carson was being sponsored by white handlers, by people that want to hide African history. And it is true, he's been sponsored by them. Now, immediately start talking trash about Christianity. What do we get now? He has been exposed for the fraud and the fakery that he is. One of his technical crew, a guy called Anton Lubisky, did this exposition. This is a person that has been working with Bill Carson for a long time. He has known that Bill Carson was a fraud when Bill Carson was telling people he's 70 years old, he's using alien technology to look young, all this trash. They know all these things. When Bill Carson was spewing all these lies about Africa, that life did not begin in Africa, that ancient Egypt was built by aliens. It never even mentioned anything about Sudan, about the Kushite Empire, all the things we know about how this empire was originated. He never said anything about that. When he was spewing his lies about Africa, this person never said anything. But immediately start talking trash about Christianity, trying to talk things he don't know about. What did we see? They exposed him, and now he has been exposed. There is a debate he did recently with a guy called a Christian youth called West Off. Bill Carson was battered. He was exposed. He didn't even know anything about history. He did not even know anything about science. The shocking part of that debate, I want you guys to watch this debate. I will put the link under this video. You need to watch it so that you can see that the mentality of this so-called intelligent person is nothing but a barefaced lying ass messiah or a fakery. When this young boy asked him, what methodology are you using to get your conclusions? That is the the most shocking part of that debate for me. Bill Carson said he was using his male feelings and gut instincts to reach his conclusions. When he said that, I went cold. I knew that Bill Carson never went to a university. He never went to a formal university. When you go to a university, you're doing your research work. There's what they call research methodology. How you arrive at your conclusions. We have different aspects of research methodology. You have quantitative research and qualitative research. We can go on and on about this. You can't reach conclusions based on male feelings. You must have a method. This guy did not attend any university. This is where I know that Bill Carson is nothing but what we call like a semi-illiterate. He does not know how to think. He's just a fraud claiming to be a genius. So all the things he have been saying from beginning is all lies, especially about Africa. And guess what? It's white handlers that know this. The kind of things that Bill Carson have been saying about Africa, a lot of white people cannot say it because they know that if they say that, they are going to lose credibility and the whole African race will come after them. But they were using him because they know that he's an African man, he's a black man. So when they see the kind of trash he's saying, these are things that they cannot say. They will start sending money to him, inviting him to platforms, inviting him to all their interviews. He was always around white people and he kept repeating the same trash, repeating the same trash. And they were disseminating this all over the world to destroy black people, to take away black people's mind from knowing their self, and to divert their spirituality to some area. This is another kind of, I would say, witchcraft or evil, whereby instead of teaching the person the true spirituality, you are taking them away to a lying source, a source that will not help them, will destroy them, that will not take them anywhere. Just like the way Christians are in that, just like the way Africans are in Christianity. You know that you are a slave when you are in Christianity. Bill Carson is enslaving people to Sumerian spirituality that is very toxic and poisonous to the souls of African people. He's trying to tell the world that Africans have no dignity. Africans have no place of or no point of origin. Africans have always been slaves. They have nothing to offer humanity. Africans invented nothing. This is what Bill Carson have been saying to the world with his podcast, Forbidden Knowledge, Aliens Built Egypt, stuff type of thing. And guess what? The white people know this. They were using him as a black man because they know that he's a useful idiot. And of course, he was having money. This guy was getting about up to more than $300,000 every month from YouTube, from these seminars. He was making money. He's flying everywhere. He was going around with Rolls-Royce private jets. He has money. They were just using him to destroy African people. Immediately he turned to say, okay, want to talk trash about Christianity. What happened to him? They have not slaughtered him. Now, Bill Carson has been exposed for a fraud. They went into his past life. They saw that he has changed his name. He has been arrested for fraud, identity theft. He has done so many things in the past. He never went to Harvard. He never went to MIT. All the lies he has been saying, he did not. And he's actually stealing funds from his donations. He's actually siphoning money into his private company. I think Billy Carson will soon go to jail. We can call this the rise and fall of Billy Carson. He will eventually go to jail. This is the end point. This is what is coming to him. With the kind of exposure that they have brought out about this guy, that is nothing but a fraud, and he has financial inaccuracy and accountability issues, he will definitely end up in jail and his whole life is going to be destroyed. This is the price you pay when you decide to bite the finger that feeds you, when you decide to turn on your handlers. Now, Bill Carson has been doing this for a long time. It's a tool that has been used by white people to destroy African people, to poison African spirituality and culture, and to fight against those people that are rising up to create an alternative platform for people like us that are talking the truth about Africa. Bill Carson was designed to shut us down. His channels are very big. When he posts something, millions of views within a few hours. He was just there. He was a big boy. But they were using him to destroy Africa. And he does not know, even if he knows, he doesn't care. Now, with this interview now, when you watch this interview, you know that Billy Carson is not a genius. He did not go to school. He does not know anything about all the subject he has been talking about. He knows nothing about it. He's just a liar and a quack and a fraud. And he deserves to go to jail. Quite naturally, I don't feel any pity for this man, because this man have done enough damage to African spirituality to last 3 lifetimes. Okay, this man have done enough. People have been calling me about Billy Carson, what he said about African spirituality, saying about Amen-Ra, saying about all these things. I would say this man is not a good man. His facts are not straight. He's lying. He's an enemy of Africa. This is what I've been calling him, an enemy of Africa. And it is obvious that they have been using him, and those people around him, especially this guy that exposed him, this Lubuski or something. I believe is a kind of a spy that was placed around him to use him to destroy Africa. In that the same video that did this interview, this guy was giving credibility to Christianity. They are trying to claim that Jesus is the only truth. In the same video, when we know that Jesus is another fraud. If you want to know that Jesus Christ and the whole Christianity is a fraud, please go and read the book called 16 Crucified Saviors. The story of Jesus was not new. It is a plagiarized story. From the first instant of this was from ancient Egypt. The story of Asa, Aset, and Eru. The story of the divine family. It has been plagiarized 15 times. Jesus is the 16th crucified savior. It is not a new story. It's plagiarism. Okay, there's nothing special about the Bible. Okay, when you go into history, you know how the Bible was formulated. You will know all the concepts that they talk about, the 10 commandments. They got it from the 42 laws of maths. You talk about the divine, the Trinity, God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. They got it from the divine family, Asa, Aset, and Eru. You talk about God making man in his own image. They got it from the story of Canum, making man on a clay pot in ancient Egypt. You're talking about Cain kill Abel. We're talking about Seth killing his brother Asa, which they call Osiris. All the stories in the Bible, the major stories, they got it from ancient Egypt. This boy that debated and kicked the ass of Billy Carson, he cannot debate me. They cannot, because I have my facts straight. If you read this book, you will know that all my facts are straight. The origin of religion, where they copied everything from, it is inside this book. Even the day that the Pope and Boniface IV started give the edict to enslave the whole of Africa, the Edens of the world, we know these dates, we know everything in history. There's no Christian that can debate me to tell me that the Bible is valid, where I know where they got their religion from. I know my facts are straight. It has always been straight. We have our evidence, well-documented evidence, and these people that know it, the so-called Bible scholars, the Western scholars, the Catholic Church, all of them know these facts. When you go into a secret society, they teach the truth about the world inside the execution order, the Freemasons, they know this stuff. None of them will dare debate a person like me. Okay, because I know the truth, I know my history. Billy Carson knows nothing about African history, and he knows nothing about Christianity. He was just a piece of tool running his mouth talking trash that he cannot verify. This is why I hate this alien philosophy. When people talking about aliens coming to this and that, I don't believe in things I cannot verify. I'm a typical scientist. Okay, so this Billy Carson guy, when he pushes alien nonsense, is using it to destroy Africa. Okay, yeah, we talk about things we can verify, things we know for a fact, things we have seen previously in history, things that have been practiced on this earth by our ancient ancestors, forefathers. We have all this evidence. We can verify all this. When you're talking about lies, aliens coming to earth, show us the evidence of this. Show us their spaceship. Show us their samples, their dead bodies. Show us everything. All the things you are claiming were done by aliens, it has been proven they were done by ancient Africans. And we have the scientific evidence for that. So what are you saying? You're just deceiving people, misleading people. And now you have decided to bite the finger that is feeding you. They are the same people that you have been running around with. They are the same people that have now exposed you to the world that you are a fraud and you are a criminal. Everything about his background, from education, relationship, finance, he has been exposed by this boy. I will put a link under this video so you can watch the interview. A fraud exposing another fraud. Then this fraud is not claiming credibility. Since this interview came out, all the Christian channels promoting Christianity, they have taken it all over. Bill Carson exposed, Bill Carson exposed. All of them are working together. I have to do my own video that Christianity is still a fraud. Exposing Bill Carson does not make Christianity legit. We in African spirituality, we know where Christianity plagiarized from. We know how Christianity started by Constantine. We know about 711 AD when the Moors went into Europe to civilize Europe, went into Spain. We know about 325 AD when the Nicene Council was hosted by Emperor Constantine, where they created the laws to make Jesus Christ a god. We know a lot of things. We know history here in African spirituality. We teach history. When you come to my program, the first thing I teach you is African history before I go into African spirituality, so that we know all these things. So that one trash will not come one day to come and be talking nonsense. You need to get your facts straight. You need to get your history straight before you come outside to say anything, especially in the public. Okay? So this Bill Carson guy, right from time I've been watching him, I know that all what he's saying about African spirituality is trash. But I know that it's being funded and sponsored by his white masters. It was working for them. Talking trash about Africa. As a black man, you can talk trash about Africa. Nobody will say anything. But if a white person say that, he cannot even now. As a white person, you have to be careful the things you say about Africa. Times have changed. They know that they cannot do certain things. They will use a black man to do it. This is the way white supremacy works now. When they want to attack African people, they use a black man. When they want to destroy Libya, they use Obama. You see, as a president, it's a family thing. He destroyed that country. When they want to do certain things, they will send a black person. We know how white supremacy works now. When they want to talk trash about Africa, they will send a black person. You will say, oh, he's a black brother, he's lost, let's just leave him. He will keep saying this trash and will cause a lot of damage. This is what they have been using Bill Carson to do on the internet. Talking trash, forbidding knowledge, 4K, blah, blah, blah. Aliens built Africa. Amira is an evil person. Life does not originated in Africa. Africa have nothing to offer humanity. Everything started in Sumeria. Everything started with the white folks. Everything started in Babylon. We need to pray to our Syrian gods. We are Amunaki slaves. All this rubbish. This is what Bill Carson have been spewing against Africa for years. And they kept quiet. His white handlers all kept quiet and silent. They were inviting him, giving him money, praising him. I watched a lot of his videos. He's always with white people, professors, doctors, scholars, all of them supporting this nonsense. They have been invited to many seminars, many universities, just to repeat this trash in front of their so-called white academics who knew that what he's saying is trash. But as he's saying it as a black person, they want to give credibility to themselves and they want to destroy African knowledge. They all kept silence. When he makes speech, they will clap for him. Immediately start talking trash about Christianity, about why I believe Christianity is fake and Jesus was this, was that. Jesus we knew never existed. What did they know? Oh, you are attacking our spirituality, you are attacking our God. You want people to know that they should stay away from Christianity. What did they do? They know that Christianity is a tool that they are using to hold down the world. They bring it down immediately. They did not hesitate. I don't know why they should do this to him, but they find out that it's destroying them. And they don't want this. They want to promote Christianity. They want people to run away from African spirituality and come to Christianity. And why do they want this? Because Christianity, when black people are there, it gives them money. Black people are in Christianity, it means that they are lost. It means that they are worshiping white people. It means that white supremacy will continue to reign. It means that all their time, energy will be in the worship and service of white people. This is what they want. Okay? They don't want people running out of Christianity, especially black people running out of Christianity. They want them to stay there because it's a slave religion. So they have to take out Billy Carson. Besides, his platform is very big now. He has more than over 10 million subscribers now. If he says something, people think that it's true, especially those people that are low-minded. Now, Bill Carson, with this interview, he has been exposed, and I think he will soon go to court, and I think he will go to jail very soon. because of his investment. What all the structure they have built, they are going to break it to pieces, and he will end up in jail. So this is what happens to people that are used to destroy their own people. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't have any sympathy for him. This man have done a lot of damage to African people, and he deserves whatever that is coming to him. He deserves 100% of whatever that is coming to him. He's a bad man, and he doesn't care about anything. He's only care about getting money from people. He's a criminal and a fraud. He has always been a fraud. We have always known this. So this is my view on this interview that he was exposing by these Christian boys. What do you expect? You don't bite the finger that feeds you. Okay? You talk trash about Christianity, they will bring you down. Of course, they are the ones that are funding you ever since we know. We know that they have been funding you. We don't see you in the hood. You don't talk good about any African person. You don't talk good about your history or spirituality. Everything is trash. Only white people is good. Now, the same white people, you have to deal with them. So this is it, and it's a very good day. This day is like, it's a very good year. This year is like the year of exposition of a lot of fake people. And it's a good thing. At least it's noise we be offline. We're going to hear word now. We go rest now. You cannot see anything anymore, and it will be taken out of the internet. So once again, truth can prevail. Of all the people talking trash about Africa on the internet, Billy Carson is the biggest one. This is why I hate the guy so much. He has done too much damage to African history and African people. It's a disgrace. Okay, it's a disgrace. He has no value. He has no dignity, no morality, and he deserves whatever comes to him. Okay, I don't wish him the best. I will have to say this guy is an asshole. Okay, he has always been an asshole, and this is who it is. This is what it is. So please watch the interview. You will see this guy how I was taken to school by these Christian boys, and is what it is. It's a trash. He has nothing to offer humanity. Okay, if you want to learn the truth about Christianity, about African spirituality, this is the channel that you need to be. You need to come to this channel. In this book, I was able to expose the lies, the flaws, the fuckery, the fakery of Christianity. Anybody that read this book, we have enough evidence about that Christianity is a fake religion, and it has nothing to offer humanity. So those people trying to give credibility to Christianity because of Billy Carson, they are still fake people. I've done a video about simulation and simulacra, where there's a simulation inside a simulation, where you run from one fake system, another fake system is waiting to trap you. This is how Caucasians operate. They create a fake system within a fake system. When you run from Africa, when you run away from Christianity, you will get trapped like people like Billy Carson. They trap you inside Samaria, fake Samaria spirituality. If you run from there, you run into Christianity. Jesus Christ will trap you there. If you run from there, you run into Islam, another simulation, it will trap you there. You run from there, you run into another fake spiritual system to trap you there again. So we have simulation inside simulation in the world. All these are the evil people that don't want you to ascend, that don't want you to know yourself. The only way for you to ascend is to know thyself, to study who you really are, practice your indigenous spiritual system, your African spiritual system is the only system that will ascend you, that will show you who you really are, that will make you align in full harmony with nature and with your ancestors, and will be at peace with yourself. So this is where we need to look. Don't look outside of you. Don't look to any other outside religion. Anybody that is trying to push you into Christianity, that person is your total enemy. All these Christian boys, they are just doing the things their ancestors and their father have taught them to continue with the evil. So all of them, Billy Carson, they are all the same people. Billy Carson have been working for them for a long time, and I don't even know. He thought that they have become too big, he can talk trash about any religious system. He doesn't know that they are the ones that are paying his bill. You cannot really get far in the white man's world like Billy Carson without getting help, without disparaging your people. You see somebody like Puff Daddy, a lot of black people that are very big in the world today. You have to sell your people into slavery to get there. They will never allow you to get so big and get all this money, except you are doing something for them. You are doing something that they like. You are lying to your people, misleading your people, spreading false information, destroying your people, poisoning and killing. That is the only way you're going to rise in the Caucasian world. You're not going to rise when you talk the truth about Africa. It's not going to happen. So any of these big people you see always rubbing shoulders with Caucasian, white people all over the place, you know that they are doing something to bring down their people. This is what you need to know, okay? Now it has happened. If you want to know the truth about African spirituality, please read this book. A lot of evidence are here, scientific, historical, well-documented, etymological evidence about the origin of Christianity. It is here inside this book. These are verifiable facts in history, time, places, and dates that nobody can refute. I put it inside this book so that you will have this knowledge, so that when these Christian white folks want to come and talk trash, you can be able to have enough bullets to expose them, to tell them the truth about their fake religion, and chase them away. Okay, with this book, no white person can debate me, because I know the truth about Christianity, and then themselves know the truth. So it's for people that don't know that they can deceive, not people like us. So if you want to know about Christianity, the truth about it, get this book. You want to know about African history, get this book. I wrote this book for this knowledge to spread to our people. We need to focus on African scholars to get real information about African knowledge, African spirituality, to know the truth. Don't read books written by Western scholars. Most of their books are lying books. So we not know anything there. So get this one from me. If you also want to know about how to do African spells, over 200 spells are here. Walk in the shadow of the gods, over 200 spells, how to do African spells, how to know about nature. Nobody have seen God. Anybody that told you they have seen God is a bloody liar. Okay? The more you know about nature is the more you know about God. If you want to get close to nature, study nature, know how to do things in harmony. There are spells for love, for protection, for wealth, for well-being, to all kind of illnesses. There's remedies for that here. You will know about this here. Then if you want to get into hardcore African spirituality, Kemetic spirituality, this book will teach you Whispers of Amente, Pathways to Ascension. It's a gateway into the spirit world, a gateway into the past, present, and future that will help you to know what is there, how to connect back with these ancient Kemetic deities, which are our natural ancestors. They are not evil spirits. They are not ghosts. They are still here with you. They are waiting for you to reach out to them, to call them, and start manifesting the life that you're supposed to live. So get this book, a very powerful book, written for Africans by Africans. The three of them is just $300, postage included, and you have this knowledge and nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can be able to argue with you, to spread lies, or to drag anything with you. Okay, so knowledge is power. This is the only power that we have in this lifetime. Truth. Okay, so harm yourself with truth and prepare for war that is coming. So this is what I have to say today. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you hit the notification bell, please, on your phone or on your laptop, click all notifications, because a lot of people complain they don't get my notifications for whatever reason. Even people that have hit all notification, go back again, re-hit, select all notification, ALL, all notifications, so that you can get my videos and get my articles. People don't get it. I don't know if I've been shadow banned or what. I have over 28,000 subscribers. Only 400 people will be watching my videos. Something is wrong. When I put a video out there, I expect at least 2,000, 3,000 people to watch it within a week. So a lot of people are not getting my notifications for whatever reason. I just can't explain. But we know it in day. Okay, so try to click all, bookmark the channel to get more information like this, raw, hardcore information about African history. If you also want to learn the subject, I teach it for 6 months. I have a 6 months program when I teach from the history to the science to the metaphysics and the hardcore spirituality. It is not expensive. If you want to do your oracle tarot divinations, I do that as well. If you want to buy your spiritual materials, your herbs, your miracle stone, black stone, thunderstone, cowries, alligator pepper, native shock, meditation beads, all kinds of spiritual ointments and herbs, I sell all these things as well. Apart from that, I thank you very much for those people that have been supporting the channel. I'm very, very delighted, and I'll continue to do my best to bring you the real knowledge of what is going on. And of course, I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace. One love.